Hey y'all, what's going on? Okay, real quick, we're gonna go on and talk about these hoes, honey, these Atlanta hoes, which bored the fuck out of me. Wasn't really nothing major going on the shit that I was like, it's like pulling teeth watching that shit. So what stood out to me was y'all got listen. So y'all know I asked y'all about the mascara stuff, and I think one of my loves said L'Oreal, and I might have got the wrong damn one. A damn show got the wrong damn color. Um, but it is what it is. I got the voluminous superstar with the little one end, got the little fibers on it, or whatever. And then I got this the colossally big shot. So I was kind of messing with that, honey, and got some in my eye, baby. And it was nothing nice. Nothing nice. Do you hear me? Anywho, y'all. So I was talking about this earlier, and the phone rang right in the middle of doing it with my mother, and then me and her end up talking about it. And so, what I'm gonna say about it, y'all? Oh, let's see. Let me just start with, and I'm not gonna be on. Y'all know what it is. I really need to know, Porsha, why do you keep being around this group of ladies other than the fact that you're getting your coin there? Okay. That may be your excuse or whatever. But what I don't understand is why you would trust any of these bitches in this motherfucking group. Least of all, now that I think about it, it's Faye Faye. And Faye Faye can't be true to no motherfucking body. And the way this shit unfolded about them, her good friend that works for Kandi, which she was right about this shit, because when they played the shit back, you did fucking sit there when Faye said, well, I heard she be, sleeping with other people's husbands, this, that, and the third, and you just kind of sat there, but yet you and her been friends for years, long before you even met these hoes. So it makes me question your loyalty to her, but you seem to have a whole lot of loyalty to Faye Faye, even though on this one, y'all, she was kind of like, well, I'm wondering, do she really got my back? She wasn't speaking up for me when I was at the table and her and Kandi was going back and forth, and Kandi was cussing her like she just learned how to motherfucking cuss. But here's my thing. You keep letting these bitches call you on your anger management. When Kenya asks you about your anger management, just direct her to getting her man some anger management so he can stop kicking glass doors and things in. You ain't addressed them properly and let them bitches know. Whatever the fuck I'm doing, it's my business. And bitch, my anger management is okay because I didn't just get up and slap the fuck out of you. And what we are going to do is this. I understand you're supposed to be women, and as women, we're supposed to conduct ourselves a certain way, and you don't be out here putting your hands on folks. But you know what? It's certain fouls that a bitch can, run you that you can't even be ladylike with it. You just, it's one of them, honey. It is what it is, and bitch, if it's real motherfucking Grammy, you ain't taking no earrings out. Fuck it. However the fuck I started is how the fuck it go in. You know what I mean? But you keep giving them that room in which to do it. I'm just glad you realizing Faye Faye ain't there. With that said, y'all, I'm talking to Mama, and she's like, I can't stand Kandi. I don't know what she's doing this season, but it seems to me, like she's just being a whole lot of extra. And I was like, is the bitch trying to be the new Nene? Because y'all tried to put my finger on it. Why this bitch is so fucking extra? Now, I've heard that she's feeling that kind of way because the dirt's coming out about her liking coochie and her trying to, apparently get a threesome going with Miss Porsha. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. But that was the word. Or is it that she feels like, well, I'm on this bitch that got long coin on this motherfucker, so why shouldn't I be the new Nene? I'm just trying to understand, And bitch, if you was gonna be tired of motherfucking running you over and taking advantage of you, bitch, you should have started that with Faye Faye and your mammy. And if we're gonna talk about anger management, my mother said her mammy's the one that need anger management. You know, and about then when she said, I was like, Mama, you gonna need some anger management because she don't usually, you know. But she does, and she's just going up for Porsha. You know, with that said, let me go on and talk about Sheree. Sheree, you a messy kind of bitch. You really are a messy bitch. I understand that you're trying to get scenes and things and stay involved so you can try to put some furniture in She Who Will Not, don't, couldn't, woulda, shoulda, chateau. But you didn't have to tell that girl that at the party. And then can somebody tell me why Kandi, if she ain't being messy, which I know the bitch was, why she's the one giving Porsha's good friend the party? Now tell me that wasn't some shade. With that said, Porsha, let me swing back to you because that she sat in there and cried and you haven't had her back. And maybe when she look at this shit, she gonna be like, fuck Porsha. Get that bitch the deuces. Because she sat there and cried and you wasn't there. You know, and then it was like, well, maybe she didn't come because right now, and then Kandi's like, well, I invited her. Bitch, after you attacked her at the table. The fuck out of her. You did that shit you gave her that party just so she could feel uncomfortable. But fuck you, Kandi. I'll be waiting on that little short motherfucker to walk right on out the door, which he probably won't, bitch, because your money's long and he need that. But let's move forward. So that's going on. Sheree want to ask questions and say, well, you know, Phaedra said that you, to her, that you then slept with everybody's husband and man. And she was like, well, honey, if that's the case, I would have been with Apollo because he sure tried to. And then she did some mouth gesture. And I was like, bitch, as if to say all of them bitches up there ain't suck dick. Did you know where you was at? Girl, who does this? I mean, I'm just saying, bitch, all them whores are sucking dicks. Fuck's new. Wasn't Marlo there? Shit, I thought the bitch was there. I thought she was. You know, and she's like, Apollo and I can, you know, she went to the, you know that, get ready to go there on some old silly shit, you know, where you really shouldn't have entertained that shit at all, and you should have checked Sheree, even though Sheree's telling the truth. Don't tell me nothing about my friend, just like you said to Miss Thing that worked for Kandi with his messy ass. So that goes on, and then it's like, so she didn't, you know, defend me, this, that, and the third. And then, of course, Porsha wasn't there, but, you know, the next scene, let's play it like the next day, she did go there. Her gift was already there, and she was explaining her why she wasn't there. Oh, girl had valid points. And really, Porsha, she's being more friend to you than you are to her. You clouded in the motherfucker. And like she said, I don't know what it is about this woman, Faye, but are you and her click-clacking? You know, is Marlo going to have to ask you the question too? You know, but I felt bad for the young lady because you sat there and she said stuff and was like, nah, that ain't what happened, bitch. And then as messy as you know Andy gonna be, he runs the shit back. So I imagine her looking at that shit. If you hadn't already told her, she's probably like, ain't that a bitch? You know, like, I don't feel like you her friend. You know, it's just not adding up for me, and I felt bad for her. She cried again, and it seems to me like she really is your friend. Now, you acting undeserving of her, but yet you giving all this room and space to Faye-Faye's messy motherfucking ass, and you know that bitch can't be friends with nobody for too long. And let her get a motherfucking man, and you think you gonna be twirling and prancing through that motherfucker new and young as you are, and she got a new man, bitch, she gonna cut your ass off so quick? Let a regular dick be over there. Anyway, she gonna be like, I hate to sit, you know, sit and chit and chat. But bitch, I don't want nobody always around me and my man. That's what you gonna get from Faye. It's tea, y'all. Literally. So, I'm like, I felt bad for the young lady. Porsha, you have not been a friend of her, girl. I'm not understanding they dragging you through the mud. I'm not understanding why Kenya is still asking you about motherfucking You know, anger control. Why any of them? I asking you, yeah. Girl, you ain't got to prove nothing to them bitches. Motherfuck them. That's the thing. You ain't open your mouth and been like, and you, and you, and you, fuck all you whores. Bitch, I don't owe you no motherfucking explanation. Now, the reason why you know I'm motherfucking in anger management, bitch, is because I ain't slapped all you whores in one motherfucking swoop. And I ain't saying I ain't gonna get my ass kicked, but bitch, it is what it is. I'm telling you, I'm ready for whatever's coming. Shit, you don't owe them that. You too grown a motherfucking woman, and you need to grow up and stand at this and let these bitches know. Anywho, moving forward. So, let me go to Kandi. I'm not Kandi. Not Kandi. Let me go for a minute to Faye and Kenya. And Kenya coming into the little thing because they going on a glam trip, camping. And those little pants were cute too that Kenya had on. And Faye was like, oh, look at you. Oh, girl, you trying to have a little camel toe? And I'm like, what, bitch? You hoes look at each other's cooches and titties and booties too much for me. And since when did camel toes become cute, bitch? You know what, y'all? I've got to do it. Bitch, ain't nothing cute about this. Do you hear me? Ain't nothing cute about this. This right here, bitch, fucking stop it. Talking about, oh, girl, and when, oh, girl, you getting the bitch, I about itched to death when you did it. Your mother, you want everybody, don't you, Faye? Oh, girl, go on. So y'all in there, and Faye done asked them about a toilet. She had one was portable, but it was automatic or whatever. That man said, well, we got a shovel. How about that? In the midst of that, before they get there, kind of talking about what's went on, don't know if Porsha's gonna come. Kenya, you did turn into it. You threw shade. You did, you know what I'm saying? Not only you, though, but it was also Kandi. Yours was there, but it was Kandi was the worst of all to me on the last episode. So, y'all kind of talk about going phase like, well, already before we go, I just hope we can work it out and blah, 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 this and that and the third. And so I guess y'all going to be friends now. But as soon as Kenya came in, she said, I'm looking for a little old lady. Shading from the door, But, you had her on the thing like, and I know Kenya is not looking at you like you could ever be a friend, Faye. And Kenya will never be your friend like that, but y'all can be cordial, and I'm assuming that's what y'all working up to. At least be cordial. You done read her, she done read you, you know what I'm saying? Y'all done almost shared a man, so, Anyway, so that went on. Now let me go, since I'm standing in line with Kenya. So Cynthia's house done cleared and all of that. Cynthia's ass goes to meet up with Matt, and I'm like, it's too much. Bitch, why would you go and meet up with his ass? Now, you call yourself Kenya's friend, but yet you gonna try to work it out for her with him when he done kicked in glasses and shit. Bitch, you shouldn't have let me know you ain't her motherfucking friend. Fuck was you? I hope y'all can work it out. Just hit one side of her. Do you love her, this, that, and the third? And then you was like, well, Kenya's a drama queen, and she is. But that might not have been what you needed to lead with. But why would you be trying to make amends? That motherfucker's crazy. And even if Kenya is egging him on, whatever the case may be, what you know of him is him coming to that function, him knocking out windows, so she's supposed to be your friend, and you trying to figure out how to make it work? Motherfucker, please, honey. If anything, you should have been driving by, throwing his shit out like her if she said it's over. I'm just saying, I'm like, bitch, no, I don't need them kind of friends. I don't need them kind of problems. So Kenya comes to her house, brings little doggies and stuff, and she gets to talking, and when she hears that she then called him that she said, well, you know, King is a drama queen. Kenya gets upset right away. It's like, listen, I wouldn't let nobody tear you down. I wouldn't do that. You know, this is not the first time you've done something that made me think like, and they went back to Nene. And where I've been like, is she really my friend? You know, and I'm like, okay, well, I can't say I disagree with her on that. Even though, Kenya, you didn't stay there to hear the conversation, and y'all really was able to talk it out when y'all was at y'all house waiting to go to the camping trip. And I'm like, okay, Kenya's stuff was so nice and put together, bitch, I will say. You know, the place was a little hot, but when you had your first shit, but you did have that looking very nice and elegant and all of that. Like, that was, I give it to you, bitch, you're not my favorite. You never will be. But, bitch, I'ma call it for what it is, and you did have it prepared nicely. Go over to Sheree. This bitch that went and got one in Black and Decker tables. Not that it's in the shade in that bitch. But, she's sitting there in front of that she who shall not Sheree chateau of shit. And she's like, oh, I didn't bring no fuck. But that will have to do. Bitch, where that fuck come from? Was it in your mouth? It was disgusting the way you had the shit out there. And why did you have to have snacks? And why the fuck couldn't y'all all just go to motherfucking Kenya's and leave from there? All that old bullshit in the shade. And here come Marlo and her heels and shit. Girl, look. What was the purpose for the tables and shit? Porsha ended up coming because she didn't want to go to Kenya's, which I don't blame her. But what was that about, though? Y'all got in the car because it was too hot. You ain't got no air. Then you try to act like, well, girl, you can't go in. Bitch, that wasn't it. You ain't got no motherfucking air. But your hot ass had a hot flash. And Marlo sitting there, honey, with all that hair on and too merch on. She always look cute, though. But y'all had to go get in the car and get in the damn air in the back. Talk about what went on, this, that, and the third. So then here comes Porsha. At one point she comes and she's got her sister with her. And I'm still trying to figure out because over at Kenya's house, somebody else then brought somebody else with them. And that's not what Faith said. Why is it that y'all bringing these extra people? When did that get to be okay? See, that's the tacky shit. It wasn't +1. Anywho, Marlo's coming, got her bags. Girl, even when you heard that it was going to be a camping something, I don't give a fuck. I know you a high-priced hoe, and I know you're a cowgirl, bitch. I know you get your rags and shit on. I know you been, grabbing and fucking and sucking them old-ass, geriatric-ass nuts, and bitch, please know I ain't mad at you, honey. Me and my mama was both applauding your motherfucking ass like, well, I guess she knew. She knew what she got to do. It ain't for me, but bitch, do it. But girl, heels would never be called for. Come on. Even if you brought two pair with you, girl, it's supposed to be camping. You know the one day it's gonna be that, but you do too much. Bitch, and I'm just like, ugh. She's draining the life out of me, but I still was like, well, it's gonna be some mess and some real reading. If Marlo's ass is there. Well, anyway, they out there. But when Porsha comes, she's talking to Sheree, how Sheree to come here. It was like, Sheree's just messy. Listen, I want to talk to you about this. You got me in the middle, and I just want to hash this out here now and be done with it. We don't have to discuss it. Sheree want to be like, well, I just think it should be out there. No, you're a messy bitch. You don't have a life to speak of. So you have to speak about others and keep them into it. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so they decide they gonna go down there and see if Faith then went over Kenya's. Cause Porsha's feeling some kind of way, so they go, the bus is there. They had to run back and the bus comes and gets them. Honey, while they on that motherfucking bus, y'all, did y'all happen to see the look on Miss Honey Cabot's face that was sitting next to Kenya when Marlo got on that motherfucker? And y'all, I was like, bitch, that ain't what you want. It ain't what you want, bitch. It ain't what you want. It ain't what you want, bitch. It's not. Oh, y'all. Oh, that's killing my eye. And I'm like, bitch. You don't want none of that. So, everybody's on there, and Faith didn't already said, well, people bringing people or whatever, they just gonna try to make the best of it. She gonna have to sleep with you. And did y'all hear Phaedra say to Kenya, maybe we can just be all naked? Is that why Candy's so upset? Y'all upset with each other because y'all ain't been able to bump click-clacks and Benoit balls and share and vibrate and do all that together? Anyway, so, baby, when they talk about what we going to do on the first night, now Marlo did already said, honey, I'm not doing this out, honey. I might just be there and be leaving tonight. And Miss Phaedra was like, well, see you later, more or less. So one night they gonna do that. So they was talking, and then Marlo was like, and on the next night it's gonna be glammed up, and we're gonna talk about, Ask Marlo, and talk about men, and we're gonna talk about clothing and fashion. Miss New Cabbage sitting over there like, and Kenya gonna whisper now, Kenya, you don't want no Marlo. You know better. But the new bitch don't know, evidently. I somewhat knew her. Bitch, you ain't rememberable. Because I don't remember your motherfucking ass enough. Honey, they was talking. Marla said, I said, breathe. Bitch, because that's where I would have been with it. That motherfucker said, when it's about, she said, your face is pretty. I love your skin and all of that. And, if it was about skincare, then they would ask. Bitch, let me tell y'all something to that effect. I was like, well, there it is, honey. And fashion, basically like fashion is clearly me. You and that. Okay. I said, ain't that something? Me and my mama was on the phone cackling. I said, Mama, Marlo Hampton is one of them. You got to read from the parking lot. You got to start reading her in the car before you get to her. Yeah, you got to lay her out, honey. You got to be quick. You can't be a slow bitch and think you gonna go and have words with Marlo, honey. She gonna rip your ass and make you rethink some shit. Next time we see you, bitch, you in a Buddhist monk. You done talking about you gonna be a nun. Bitch, you got to be ready for bitches like that. You know what I mean? Shit. I definitely would be like, you know what, bitch? Look, let me tell you something. I ain't got no issue with your motherfucking selling coochie, bitch. I ain't got no problem with you playing the outside cotton picking slave for this old ass plantation owner or whatever, bitch. Well, ain't no need of us having this problem, bitch. Slang all to her, you motherfucker. Whoa, bitch. You ain't gonna be shutting me, although you shut that bitch down, but you ain't gonna be shutting me down with them one or two liners. Darling, no ma'am. Got to be ready, and I guess that's why I'm like, y'all know I be on the fence with Marla. I be like, fuck Marla. And then the next, but I mean, I gotta respect the bitch, She call a bitch, she call a bitch out on the shit. The thing is you got to be ready to call that bitch back. And clearly, little Miss Muffin wasn't ready while she was over at cackling with Kenya, who done been read a few times. Kenya ain't your friend, girl. She could have told you. Bitch, that ain't what you want. She should have been on the phone like, girl, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now, girl. Look, when we go, listen. Marlo Hampton's come. Yeah, Well, let me tell you something, baby, now. Listen, I know you normally don't, but that's not who you want to start matching wits with. I mean, start off low. Start with Porsha. I know because the bitch done read me, bitch, and don't tell nobody. Bitch, I'm trying to tell you. Your motherfucking ass, bitch. I ought to read you now. You got to go there. Needless to motherfucking say, Kenya was going to come for Porsha. Kenya was going to be rolling eyes and talking about what the fuck she did do. And I don't know why you trying to say that. Because she said condescending. But she brought her sister and she was like, maybe if you let her talk, you'll get what she's saying. Right. Now, and I'm like, as usual, they gonna come right for her. It ain't 5 seconds. That's where we're going with it. But she got under Kenya's motherfucking skin. Did y'all check how mad Kenya was getting? I was like, really? Shit, and y'all know Porsha can't really read or get with it like that, but she got under Kenya's skin. Real motherfucking tough. And I was like, And I said, well, bitch, that might be where you want to be looking, because you need the little Miss Muffin was like, well, let's move on to her, honey, because that bitch was like, and your skin's beautiful. But if we want to talk about skincare, they can ask you questions. Bitch, I was ready, but I wasn't ready for the way that bitch got quick in your outfit. You knew I said, oh, this bitch is higher. Yeah, it's how you gotta be ready for bitches like Marlo. You got to be, from the rip, like, hello, how you doing, bitch? Cause this how Marlo is. Marlo damn near one of them bitches. You gotta be like, look here, bitch. I don't do the dozens and I don't call names, bitch. I will pop you. All right, let us have an understanding of that. Now, me on the other hand, bitch, I will play them with you and pop your ass too. And congratulate you on selling that coochie. Shit. Anyway, Marlo, girl, keep doing your thing. My mom was like, Marlo always got her rags on. She likes Marlo, honey. She likes us some Marlo, us some Porsha. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and Cynthia. Oh, God. She loves her some Cynthia. Other than that, everybody else can pretty much chew her drawers. Anyway, that's the gist of it. How I feel about it. It is 11:55. Let's see how quick I can get this up, staying in line with my Sunday schedule or whatever. Anywho, for my love who told me about the L'Oreal mascara, did I get the wrong one? Because I think I got the wrong one, boo. You said you would email me. Would you email me? Anybody else that has mascara suggestions? Yeah. Okay. Give me some suggestions. Also, y'all, I got me some, when this kind of trying to do a little bit, y'all fucked up. I fucked up, bitch. I fucked up here. I had a day of, woo, hot damn it, I want it, I'm gonna have it, but here we are again, back at it again. And I guess it's like y'all say, you can't, give it all up at once, but I did as far as my diet and everything. But it was just, I guess, a cheat day or whatever, because I damn sure ain't coming off of it. And I ain't gonna get down on myself, but I am gonna acknowledge the fact that I did, But anyway, I got me some black seed. Watching T.S. Madison. Child, I couldn't get, the video wasn't done. And I was like, let me get the Amazon. Got me some, and the shit came today. I didn't, the shit came today on a fucking Sunday. So I got some of this black seed. I got the tablets because she had the oil. Her skin looks absolutely fabulous. Something else she was using. But I'm pretty much want to kind of stick with what I'm using. But she was talking about this, and I went over and I read some things, and it was like, it helps. And she was like, girl, it'll get you going. I feel better. And T.S., but she has like problems with her sinuses and stuff, and she was saying something about she should get the surgery, but, probably for her sinuses and adenoids is probably what it is. My brother had an issue with that. A lot of people have that issue. But she had got the oil too, and she took 2 teaspoons of it. And she said, honey, because I'm trying to get me a man, honey. I'm trying to make sure this boot is clear. She said she wants the condom to be just as clear as it was when it started. Okay? But, and she said she had lots of energy and some other things. So I got me some. So my question is, let me know. Have you ever taken the black seed? It says 100% pure cold pressed black seed oil. Okay. So I'm going to try this because I know, because I was looking at her face when she took it and she was like, it is bad. So I know I wouldn't be able to do that. So I'm just going to try these. But You know, have you done these? I had an experience. Was it, you know, did it give you some energy? It also says, and I was thinking when I read it and was reading people's comments on it, was talking about it helps with inflammation. So I was thinking, okay, with my knee that I can feel, you know, and that's the one that I try to brace, balance, and all of that. And since I done failed twice and fucked this up, maybe this will help me, you know. So any other health benefits or whatever of this that you know of, let me know. I got me some honey with the cause she had that in there, honeycomb with the real honeycomb in it. I got some of that, and you mix cayenne pepper and I think it's apple cider vinegar with the mother Bragg's. And I have seen lots of people talk about that, but I'm gonna definitely ask, and you know, if I can't take it, my husband probably can because he deals with a little bit of arthritis from time to time. If I can, I'm gonna ask and see if it's okay. There's a lot of things I can't take, and I probably should have asked that before I got it, honey. But I was like, she said energy, and you know, her skin just looks so good, and all of that, and I was like, okay. All right, I'm gonna give it a try. You know, so let me know if you've ever taken it. Make any suggestions on the tea, y'all. Y'all have made the tea suggestions. Can y'all give me some sites? And y'all, my couple of my loves and one of my loves emailed me and said, "Much love, we got a Trader Joe's and Whole Foods," and then come to find out it ain't too far from me, and I don't know how in the hell. Then Brittany was like, "Yeah, Mama, we got one." So at any rate, we have one. So, but tell me, you know, and if you do get like some of them organic teas, you know, just tell me some sites or whatever if you do get them on sites, and continue to tell me about the tea because I'm kind of getting into that. And I know that I like the loose leaf, but like I said, I will drink the one that already have the tea bag. But I kind of, you know, keep giving me those. Email me, muchlovefromky@icloud.com, or you can just leave your comment below and let me know about that. But please let me know about this and any other nutritional factors. And one of my loves, well, I'll talk about that on the next video, whatever. Y'all, I will see y'all when I pop in here, and, you know, in between, because there will be another video before Wednesday or either after Wednesday or whatever. Oh, Lord. I don't know if it might be tomorrow. I might do it tomorrow. I don't know. But sticking in line with my Wednesdays and Sundays, and whenever I hop in here and there, and at least when I hop on here and there, y'all will understand if I'm not on cam. You know what I mean? So, with all that said, I'm out of here, y'all. Much love and all of that. I'm out.